Item number 2 is an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Manhattan, docket number 154493, block 823, lot 31, 7 West 21st Street in the Ladies Mile Historic District, a parking lot. This is an application to amend certificate of appropriateness 15-0280 for the construction of a new building to include canopies.
Take them all. Yeah, but back in March, so since your name was on it, I didn't want to, March of last year, to 2013. So it's somehow.
Commissioner Chair, Nelson Preservation Staff. This is an application for 7 West 21st Street, Ladies Mile Historic District. Back in October of last year, the Commission approved the construction of 2 buildings on this vacant site, which approved 2 buildings on the vacant through block facing West 21st Street and West 22nd Street. Commission approved an 18-story terracotta clad building with stone and metal elements. The applicants are back today proposing canopies on the entrances on both elevations.
Open? Motion second. Thank you, Award.
Good morning, Commissioners. Ward Dennis with Higgins Quaysbarth. As Jared mentioned, this is a vacant site off of 5th Avenue between 21st and 22nd. You recently approved a new building, which you can see here on the 21st Street facade and here on the 22nd Street facade. The building is clad primarily in terracotta. It does have some zinc elements at the cornice level on 22nd Street. We're proposing to amend that approval by adding canopies at the residential entries on both streets. Ajmi can show you the details on the canopies in a second. We have included in your package examples of other canopies on both residential and commercial buildings in the district, including a few examples of new residential buildings with canopies, commercial buildings that have had canopies added on, another new residential building with canopy, and then historic examples of buildings with canopies both on 23rd Street, the more elaborate commercial buildings, as well as on the side streets, 21st and 22nd Street, in the more utilitarian fashion. So those are included by way of precedent for you, and I'll let Morris show you the details for the proposed work.
Thank you. There's Mark. His dog's talking to Mark's. Okay.
So we have a series of images, renderings showing the previously approved building, and I think it's this one, and then the addition of the new canopy. This is actually the 21st Street entrance. We have a detail here. We're obviously, that's not the building name, but we're leaving an option open to add building signage. Underneath the canopy, there are 3 downlights, and that will be in a zinc material that will match the zinc material on the cornice level, 22nd Street, and match the windows color. And then that's the terracotta sample. We missed something. Yeah. Oh, here. Sorry. There's a detail showing the dimensions about just under 13 feet, 12 feet 11 underneath the main canopy, and then here's a series of images for 22nd Street, the previously approved scheme and the new canopy with a detail of that.
Okay. Questions here? Nope. Yeah.
What's the real purpose of the canopy? Identification or protection?
Both.
Split the baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We don't have 6. We don't have 5 even. But for the moment, let's go around quick.
I think that, I think that it's fine. I think it's very appropriate for the design. I can approve it.
Canopies exist elsewhere in the district. It's a very modest canopy
Yeah.
compared to the scale of the building, barely noticeable. I don't know if it will work as identification.
Yeah, I would say that too, that the district has canopies as shown, and this canopy is very much a part of the design of this building, and so I can approve it.
Okay, agreed. And when we get quorum, we'll act a little bit, as soon as that happens. So stay around, and we'll close this hearing for the time being. Motion second. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Also a quorum issue, and then we'll get it back onto the agenda.
Okay, item number 2 is an application for a certificate of appropriateness, docket number 15-4493. It's 7 West 21st Street in the Ladies Mile Historic District, and this is an application to amend certificate of appropriateness 15-0280 for the construction of a new building to include canopies.
Commissioners, Jared Nelson, Conservation Staff. This is an application, Commission approved a new building at this location last fall, so 7 West 21st Street. The application now is to install canopies at the entrance, a through lot building, so it's 21st and 22nd Street. Lawrence, we're done. Let's run quickly.
Yeah, Morris, quick. We'll open the hearing, please. It's open, and just do that canopy, which there was a consensus for approving this canopy, but
I'll go through.
go through it quickly.
This is the building that was approved in October. The site is on 21st, and it's a through block to 22nd between 5th and 6th Avenues. Here are the elevations of the two streets, 21st and 22nd Street. We're adding a canopy, or we're proposing to add canopies on both sides. Here on 21st, which is the main entrance of the building, and a smaller one on 22nd Street. We showed a number of new buildings that had canopies in Ladies Mile Historic District, as well as existing buildings and buildings that were added onto. So there's precedent in the district for canopies. Here's the approved building and the proposed canopy on 21st Street. We're proposing that in zinc. The building is terracotta with a zinc cornice on 22nd Street. There's a section that matches the profiles, or similar to the profiles on the building, and the canopy on 22nd Street.
Okay, canopy was agreed. Anyone have a question? Okay, so we'll close thank you, close the hearing again. Motion second. And Joan, please, if you do, number 2. Thank you.
Matter of 7 West 21st Street, Ladies Mile Historic District, a parking lot. Application is to amend C of O 15-0280 for the construction of a new building to include canopies. I recommend approval, finding that the widths of the canopies will respond to the widths of the entrance doors below, harmonizing with the architectural rhythm of the ground floor, that the scale of the canopies will not overwhelm either of the two entrances or the ground floor of the building, that the metal cladding, chamfered profile, and recessed lighting of the proposed canopies will relate well to the design of the building, and that there is precedent in the district for canopies, both historic buildings and other commission-approved buildings.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Approved. Thank you. Okay.